What's good, everyone, and welcome back to another reaction video.
Hello, everybody.
Today we are reacting to how animation screwed over France. Yeah, that's gonna be a thing. So this is the third part to the whole, the third compilation. Yeah, I think that would be the correct word to use here. This is part of the third compilation video to the whole More theory. So yeah, that's it. Gonna be honest, I had a hard time finding it, but thanks to two people, let me get their name. Let me get their names right here so I can read them out. Bat out the bat out the hell 24 and Chaos Cat 64. Thank you for helping me find this video, giving me the title and all that. Honestly, it was a bit difficult to find it because I didn't know what exactly to look for. And when I kept trying to find it, I just couldn't find it. Either I overlooked it, or, well, I don't know. I probably thought that it was going to be a, well, hmm, I essentially thought it was not going to be that simple to find, or I guess more accurately, I didn't think it'd be um that uh that short. Honestly, with considering how big the second part was, I was thinking it would be like a lot longer. So honestly, uh it's just honestly a surprise, in all honesty. I didn't expect it to happen like that, but it worked out, and honestly, I'm okay with it. So yeah. Anyway, um, to the main thing, we're gonna be reacting to this. I and it made me wonder what I meant by France characters, but then I remembered some stuff from part two, and then I'm thinking, okay, maybe there is some truth to this statement. Can't say for sure though. But yeah. With this said though, let's get right on to this video. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button below, hit the subscribe button to support the channel, support the content provided, and so on and so forth. Hit the notification button to be notified immediately when a video comes out. If there's any videos you'd like to recommend that I should react to, put it down in the comment section below, and I'll react to it as soon as possible. And yeah, the link to this video is going to be down in the description below, so be sure to check that out to see the original video. Other than that, well, I don't know. I guess just give the theorizer some love and support for the videos that he made and the compilation that he worked so hard on to put here. Because honestly, this is a different beast entirely. And yeah, this all said, again, I hope you all enjoy. And yeah, let's get started, shall we?
I'm the Theorizer, and this is the third compilation video of my Mort theory on Mort from DreamWorks, yes, the lemur. This is when things get very, very, very good, but I have to warn you, this will make no sense at all unless you have seen the previous 5 hours worth of theories.
I'm
It
concerned for
all
him.
makes perfect sense. It's insane. But you should have, in fact, watched the first two, compiled segments, because this is the third segment when everything connects. You have been warned.
Damn. Okay, so we're gonna do the recap. Honestly, I'm thinking I might have
In the
to
build
cut
up
some
to the
stuff in
grand
half
part
because these
26 of
stuff
my Mort theory, today we are going to
are
recap every single
very
thing that
long.
has occurred to get us where we are now at the final connection segment. Yes, this is for new people who have no idea what I'm talking about. This is for old people who want a refresher. This is being posted in the vague name of coherence and sanity. So what is the Mort theory? Well, simply put, parts 1 to 6, aka this compilation video, is sort of volume 1, where we cover Mort the lemur from Madagascar. He is pretty unsuspecting and normal in the movies, but in the spin-off shows he is absolutely shocking. He is obscene. They give him some of the most complicated sci-fi backstory stuff, all as an elaborate funny. So I stitched it together. Interestingly, most of it is very structured and planned out. There are even some episodes that are more drama series than comedy skit. Very interesting.
Okay.
But in part 1, I planned it out. Thought it would take 4 hours and 15 videos, but now we're way beyond that. All I did was read his wiki page, but in parts 2 to 4, we actually watched through the entire show, All Hail King Julian, and I grabbed every piece of lore I could get my hands on. Part 5, we also did this for the Penguins of Madagascar TV show. Once we had all this evidence, things got really crazy. The shows talk about parallel universes and thousands of Mort clones being absorbed into his psyche, weird genetics like how he's part spider, and alternate dimensions colliding with warlords and intellectuals alike. Very
Yeah,
chaotic,
that's
very
actually
epic,
crazy.
very surprising from a side character like this, so I crashed it all together in part 6, rounding off this first volume, let's say, by coming to a series of very well substantiated conclusions about the show. In short, the show describes how Mort is an interdimensional godlike being who has been around since the beginning of time. He has quarrels and battles with the sky gods of Madagascar, which are represented by a pantheon of fruits up in heaven. Mort was a threat to reality, so they splintered him across the multiverse, and slowly but surely, fragments of Mort are finding each other again and reabsorbing into more powerful entities like Mordecus Khan and Smart Mort, and most notably, our Mort, who after losing one of these battles wiped his own memory and stashed himself among some clones as a petty mouse lemur in Madagascar. Mort is essentially the creator of the entire world from a higher dimension, but is a bit of a malicious demon, and ultimately is hinted at to be death itself, the Grim Reaper. Following Volume
Kinda
1,
crazy.
I dragged in tons of older theories of mine into the playlist. Why? Well, because during all this, there were a ridiculous number of hints that connect things to other DreamWorks films and shows too. So in preparation to explain these connections and how they expand on Mort's more important story, I dragged in my Shrek timeline, my 4 theories on the fairy godmother, my theory on the trumpet player from Shrek 2, and my 2 theories on Donkey's mutant babies. Through all of this, we essentially cover how the fairy godmother was actually behind Fiona's curse, and she did it because she was out to rule far, far away to get revenge on the people who ruled it before the films. This would be Queen Lillian's family, her father, mother, siblings, etc. She hated them because she had an affair with them that led to the birth of her son, Prince Charming. This also covers how her magic works, how Rumpelstiltskin's connected to her, and how they have a secret sort of organization that controls all sources of magic so they can transcend universes and become like gods on Earth. Her magic created life and allowed Donkey's kids to exist because of her potion that he drank. Her shady organization has infiltrated everything at this point, and almost all of the Shrek villains are a part of it. They have codes that they share through music and comedy, mainly. Their goal is to crush fairy tale animals and usurp the monarchy. They're everywhere. Following the Shrek videos, I dragged in my older theories on the humans of the Madagascar films, and also my theory on how the humans in Over the Hedge are a part of something greater. Essentially, the old woman and the French officer are related and a part of the same group. The same applies to the exterminator from Over the Hedge. This is all culminated in part 17 when I finally made a new video and tied all of it into Mort. You see, I had reason to believe that the Fairy Godmother's organization was the same group as the one Nana Dubois and the Verminator were a part of. Not only that, but traces of this group are found in almost every single DreamWorks film, and contains almost every single DreamWorks villain. The ultimate goal? Crush animal intelligence. That's the plot of almost all these films. Not only that, but the coded jokes and music aren't the only big link here. There's one that's even more important, and it's that
The
this whole
France thing,
organization
yeah.
seems to be localized out of France. The racer from Turbo is French, the Verminator is French, the animal officer is French, the lawyer from the Bee Movie, suppressing the bees, has a French name, and it bleeds into
Oh.
every single film in ways that sound crazy at first, but then it doesn't stop. It just keeps going. My understanding is that DreamWorks,
Oh.
intentionally or not, made this pattern with all their villains, and there is an extremely clean way to connect all of them that makes it feel like it's at least partly intentional, joke or not. The kicker? Mort, or rather death, is at the core of animal intelligence. Death brings back nature, destroys the industrialization of humanity. The gods have created this organization to stop him. So I dragged in my 3 theories on Megamind. You see, in these older theories of mine, I determined that the entire city is in on a conspiracy to force Metro Men and Megamind to fight each other so that they can stay safe in the middle. They don't want these aliens taking over. On top of that, Megamind's home planet also has some mysteries, and it ties into how his minion seems to have the transplanted brain of Megamind's family servant.
Oh, so we're at the next part. Okay. So that is a crazy thing to actually go over again. But I'm gonna have to admit this time, with the added parts and basically put into a simpler format, because a lot of the stuff from part 2 and 1 sometimes went over my head. This actually does makes a bit of sense in a way, and it does make some questions come up, because essentially what is going on here in a strange way, well, it's just weird, I'll admit, that out of nowhere a whole thing with all these films is that it somehow involves France in a way. All the details, all the information, it just seems a bit strange that um that all somehow relates to, in one way or form, to France, here by name, here by character, here by accent, or anything like that. It just all leads to, and you guessed it, a French character. So it's really weird to actually have that thought process being pointed out, because now I'm thinking about all the films that Pixar has made, and I am noticing that a lot of them have like a lot more France related stuff. So yeah, honestly, I never noticed that till now, and it's kind of crazy how that works. But yeah, basically, this is the overview. This is the overview or review or uh, actually, yeah, overview probably sounds like the better word here. But yeah, that's what's going on for this part. We're just reviewing everything that we've been through so far, and then bringing up the basic summary here. So yeah, not much else to really say on the matter, because there is going to be a lot of stuff to talk about. Because we got these longer parts. I don't know if I should like cut them in half, like do separate parts of these things, or just like do the whole part. Because in all honesty, I don't know if you're going to be interested in seeing me react to a uh somewhat 30-minute video and just bam, gonna pause here and there and make it over 30. It's one thing if it's a video game, because a it's a video game. It's gonna have those kind of parts where it just seems like it's just going to have a bit of a drag on unimportant stuff. So yeah, well, unimportant for some people, but yeah, that's basically what's going on here. But overall, I hope you'll enjoy this video. If you do, hit the like button below, hit the subscribe button to support the channel, support the content provided, and so on and so forth. Hit the notification button, be notified immediately when your video comes out. And yeah, with all this said, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!